Unit 2 is called The Hero's Journey, and we're going to look today at the 7 steps that you need to know for the hero's journey. In middle school, we teach a 7-step hero's journey. So let me show you how this works, and I'm going to try to give you time to write everything down that you need to, but you might not be able to get quite everything. Let's look at step 1, stage 1. Stage 1 is called the ordinary world. So you should write ordinary world. Now on each slide, there is a part of the words that are in blue. If you have time, you want to try to write down the part that's in blue. But if you don't have time for that, I will keep moving, but you must write down the stage. So right now on your page, write stage 1, or actually don't just write stage 1, just write ordinary world. Now the ordinary world is the beginning of the story. It's when the hero lives in his or her normal world. Maybe they feel a little bit weird or out of place, but I can only give you examples that I know. If you've seen Star Wars, Luke Skywalker starts out living with his aunt and uncle. No magic in his world, just normal. And if you've ever seen a Harry Potter movie or read the book, he also starts out living with his aunt and uncle and has no magic or anything either. Ordinary world is stage 1, and that's where our hero's journeys begin. The hero lives in his or her normal or ordinary world. Stage 2, call to adventure. Call to adventure. The hero feels called to an adventure. They feel like something is bigger out there. I'm giving you time to write it down. That's step 2 in the hero's journey. They start out in the ordinary world. Everything is normal. And then they feel called to some sort of big adventure that they're going to go on. This happens in Harry Potter. It will happen in Percy Jackson, the book that we're going to read, The Lightning Thief. You can probably think of examples on your own, but I'm going to move on. Again, on your page, you need to write down call to adventure. 3. The supernatural world. Supernatural world. The word supernatural means something that can't happen normally. Magic or powers, superpowers. In the hero's journey stories, there's always superpowers or magic. It's the only way I can describe it. So, if you need something additional to write down, our hero learns there is a supernatural world. It is not a spoiler to tell you that when we read The Lightning Thief, that Percy Jackson lives in a supernatural world. Now, you figure that out very quick. But every step happens in a hero's journey. In Harry Potter, he learns he's a wizard. In other books and movies, they learn different things. But right now on your page, have supernatural world written down, and that the hero learns there's a supernatural world filled with creatures sometimes too. So magical powers, but also monsters and other evil, bad, or sometimes good things. Okay. I'm going to go on to stage 4, and I want to make sure you're able to keep up. You must write the stage if you can't get everything else. Stage 4 is called allies. A-L-L-I-E-S. Allies. Allies means friends. Allies means friends. The hero makes new friends who will help him or her. In Percy Jackson, it's a him. Percy will make new friends who will help him on his adventure. Allies. Stage 5. The road of trials. Trials means challenges. And for this one, write this, basically. The hero fights many challenges on his or her quest. So when you play a video game, you fight a bunch of small battles before you fight the big battle. Okay? Many video games have a final boss. That's not this. The road of trials is all of the challenges that a hero faces before the end. As a bonus, this is the longest step in the journey. And what I mean is that most of the book that we read is the road of trials. Percy Jackson will go on an adventure, and he will have many challenges or trials on his road. Stage 5, the road of trials. Number 6, the supreme ordeal. Ordeal means challenge as well, or big job. The hero fights the final and biggest battle. Very much like the final boss in a video game. Percy will eventually fight a big final boss type battle. Video game boss battle. That's called the Supreme Ordeal. You can picture that will be near the end of the book. Every hero does so in a hero's journey. In the first Star Wars movie, Luke Skywalker blows up the Death Star. This is a big space planet thing that's going to destroy people. Anytime you see a hero's journey, they have to fight a big bad guy. So you want to write Supreme Ordeal for 6. Hero fights the final and biggest battle. 7. The return home. After the final bad guy or supreme ordeal is defeated, the hero returns to his or her home, where they're from, but they are changed. It is no spoiler to tell you that Percy will also return home changed. Sometimes kids think I'm spoiling the story, but I'm not, because he's going on a hero's journey and they are all the same. So stage 7, return home. This is the final stage. Okay? Everybody goes back home. Or the main hero goes back home. Why don't we look at them real quick one more time, just to review before we stop. Stage 1, ordinary world. I live in an ordinary world, the hero might say. Stage 2, the call to adventure. Hey, I feel like someone's calling. I feel like there's something big out there. Stage 3, wow, there's a supernatural world filled with magic. Stage 4, I made new friends. They are called my allies. Stage 5, I gotta go on a big road of trials filled with many challenges. Stage 6, I gotta fight the big bad guy, or the big villain of the whole thing. The antagonist and me have to fight. That is called the Supreme Ordeal. 7, I can go home. But you know what? I've grown up a lot. I'm not the same as I used to be. If you write down all 7 stages, you did well. If you wrote down the bonus stuff in blue, that's great too.